done. I think we're good. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Forever Skies. I did a little bit of work. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. Yeah, so I worked on the base of it to make it so that we can have more space. There's more room for activities over here. I moved stuff around. I made it bigger. So I built this double-sized cockpit, and because of building the double-sized cockpit and having a 3-space vehicle, I couldn't center it, so I had to add one more. I needed to get some of my stuff outside, so we placed some stuff out here. I'm realizing now that the positioning for some of these things, like I can get to that engine, but I can't get to this engine from the top. So I might want to set up, and I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm going to set up some catwalks out here. So that if I need to get to the engine and refuel them, we can do that here. The only problem with that is I don't think it's going to mess with that. But the only problem is if we get attacked by a flying monster, it's going to either be on the top or bottom layer, so I'm not really sure. However, we got the new bigger balloon, so our crafting, our weight is 2,200 is our weight load. Yeah, I like it. I like how I have it set up. And we're just gonna get going. So it's going to be another day of exploring locations we haven't explored yet. We also have to make our way back to the infected greenhouse. I need to move that. I need to move that up a little bit. But having that below would be fine. Maybe if I have it like over on this side. I don't know how I feel about that. What if I have it just down? I don't know. Maybe if I just have it on this side. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know. I was hoping having it low would make it a little bit better, but we need to just explore some more locations. Apparently it looks like I might have missed something where I just was, it seems, because it's not grayed out, but I don't know what I missed. It was one of these overgrown towers. I looked around everywhere at the end of the episode, so I don't know what I might have missed. Yeah, that needs to be closer. What about if I put it here and look down? I can't see it if it's there. I can't see it if it's there. Oh, this is bad. What if I just put it right there? Then I can't really see anything that I'm going to. So, yeah, I mean, that's the best we're gonna get. Unless I can, like, somehow figure out a way to, I don't know, put it just right next to me. I don't know. If I can make it bigger, that'd be nice. Alright, so we got a question mark over there. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Let's look. Our quest is bringing us back this way. Behind us. We got a question mark over that way. Let's go check out that question mark. And let's just see what's along the way towards that question mark. So as we explore, guys, just let me know what you thought about the last episode and this episode, and the next couple episodes are probably going to be edited that way. Let me know what you thought about the editing style, the quick, rapid succession, and just recapping of what I did rather than having you guys sit through me doing this stuff during commentary. I think it's probably going to be how we do this series until we beat the game.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
Overgrown space lift. Advanced access requires scientist keycard. Quickly, I explored the roof. There was nothing up there. I then struggled hardcore to position my ship into a spot where I could then struggle hardcore to get the bridge set up. I finally made my way into this new location. Oh god. What is this?
Warning. Critical condition. The risk of death is increasing.
Audio of a dead scientist. Closed elevator. I tripped on a cable and fell. Not only did I probably break my leg, but my keycard fell to pieces. Nothing was left but a fragment of useless metal. If it weren't for those damn hacker attacks, we wouldn't have had to shut down the descents. Maybe all this wouldn't have happened. Who's doing this anyway? Everyone should care about finding a cure, but in the meantime, someone keeps destroying our data and blocking communication. Fortunately, I have the keycard blueprint with me. I just have to rest here for a bit while gathering my strength. Attachments, scientist keycard blueprint for suit printer. I hunt around some more, gather different supplies and materials that I can find within, some synthetic, some machine parts or mechanical parts or something. Find our way into that room with the bugs, get the bugs, gather some upgrade parts and things like that, but eventually find our way up a ramp to where the keycard that we just learned should be at. So I have no way of getting up there right now. Well, oh, never mind. I lied. Scientist keycard to unlock. And I cannot craft the scientist keycard, it seems. I can make Noah's. Scientist keycard. Glass, electric elements, and machine parts. Let's see if we can find any electric elements. Unlocks power and access to the elevator leading to the underdust. Alright, let's see what's down here. We freed up some storage space. We made some arrows. Down here in the suburbs, there was some stuff, but to be honest, I was afraid I was maybe getting ahead of myself story-wise and also wasn't quite ready to be down here. So I kind of took a look around, saw a couple of bug enemies, and decided that, like, maybe it's not the best idea for me to be down here. So after seeing how many enemies were down here, decided to head back. Alright, let's make our way back to the infected greenhouse. Let's do what we needed to do with the immunizer, and then come back here. I don't think we have anything that we need to be down here. Back on the ship, we have to shoot our way through the force fields, and then I decided to check out a couple of places. Desolate Tower specifically, they had the purple exclamation marks. Really don't find much, just a bunch of supplies and materials, some data disks that have some recipes. That's about it. Bunch of upgrade parts, nothing really special. Oh, and this abacus, which is nice. Then I do eventually find a little bit of lore for us to read. Our destiny. Even if we discover a cure for the virus, I doubt we'll be able to survive. The Earth is dying. The smog has suffocated it. Our production of pollutants has increased, but it will take decades or hundreds of years for everything returns to normal. We already have nothing to eat or drink. It is not the virus that will kill us, but the contamination we are forced to consume on a daily basis. Then, after the lore, we head back to the ship. I do check another location. It had nothing. So then we go back to another desolate tower, look around a little bit more to see what we can find. And again, it's just a bunch of just random supplies and knickknacks and things like that. Maybe some upgrade parts, research parts. Nothing special. This is where, like, the game gets very repetitive and boring, because most of the POIs look the same. And sometimes you can't even pick up what you're trying to pick up. I find these flower things, which we found one once before, but it fell, so we lost it, gathered more supplies. Then this happened, which startled me. Oh, shit. What? Jill Al-Said. Some guy fell to his death in spikes. I almost did the same. I make my way back to where I fell, get a little confused because I can't figure out how to get into the door. Eventually, I just realize, you know what, you should just turn around, and there is a set of stairs behind me that I'm able to find and make my way up and make my way into the area that I got trapped out of. What's this? Old pirate radar. There's a distinctive location marked visibly on this radar. Not here. Egg incubator. We were hoping for better loot here, reading how much tech they stole from others, something that would help us develop our breeding program. Unfortunately, their real hoard is hidden in another place. Most of the things here are junk with little scientific value. In case we're moving on, we better... we're moving on. We calculated coordinates for the real hideout. Hope we find something better there. Interesting. Alright, let's get back to the ship. We found something. We found something worth coming here for. Back on the ship, we start making our way towards the new location and just looking around, seeing if there's anything to spot. The world is still just popping right in next to us. This is how, unfortunately, poorly the game has been optimized, and the render distance and things like that. This is what's kind of pushing me away from the game again, and why, like, I'm not finding as much fun. Oh, there is Mothra right there that destroys a building, which is really cool and interesting. And then we eventually find our way to the next location we're trying to get. Let's see what we got here. This is the quest area. A chance for a cure. We found their loot here. With this amount of tech, we're able to complete the incubator. We uploaded the operating instructions into its structure. The plan is to start breeding them in orbit in the future. If these creatures really help us become immune to the Great Plague, we must share this with the rest of humanity. We are leaving the prototype here in case we fail. So I'm on the lookout for the Virgo Expedition card key. I find this room that has some glitched out boxes. There's two broken boxes right in front of each other. I end up figuring out a way to fix them both, open them both up, and I do not register that I picked up the card key in these boxes because I couldn't see half of what I friggin' picked up. So I then spend the next 20 to 30 minutes looking at every nook and cranny in this place, trying to gather whatever I can to maybe make sense as to where this friggin' key is. And it's not until I eventually get to a point where I am full and I don't have any free space that I decide to head back to my ship, check, and I see that I got the key. So I do come back here and do the rest is what's needed. The secrets of survival. These living beings are mysterious. We are still learning about them. They seem Luciferian. Ignoring any other edible substance, they seem to never get sick, not even the Grey Plague. We don't know why. Our research methods may be inadequate. One thing is certain, these creatures were not on the surface of Earth when humanity was dying out. They emerged after the mass extinction of species. If they survived the end of the world, then maybe there is hope for us too. After gathering everything that's there, we scan the egg incubator, we go back to the ship and we research it so that we can build it, we craft it, place it onto our ship, and then try to incubate an egg and find out that we need lucifern, which is those weird things that we found, but you can't just put them in there, you actually need to liquefy the lucifern. So then I had to wait another like 10 minutes or something like that, it's like 5 minutes, for it to be made, so that I could then eventually start incubating. Interesting. That's cool. That was a productive day. Let's see, there's still some more purple. And we have to go down this way. So I think that's what we're going to do next time, is we're going to make our way back down towards the infected greenhouse, the quest that we've been working on for quite a while. I'm just gonna get myself... Oh, I ate the wrong thing. I meant to eat that. I'm just gonna get myself settled and situated and checking this out, and I'll come back to you with the egg incubator and everything else. Thank you guys so much. If you like what you saw, please be careful, be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Always hug your loved ones. And of course, like always, be sure to wear mismatched socks. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.